money comes a whole laundry list of temptations.
Mm.
Because you know what I'm saying, because we fall in love with that money, so we gonna do whatever for it. And I think it's just fault, like DTH said, it's lust or love for some people, falling in love or lust with the wrong things, or too much even of the right thing can be, bad as well. And then so to a certain degree. But all right, so the other thing I wanted to look at really quick, as we start wrapping it up again, I said that a second time, is so he was fasting, right? 40 days. First of all, the Bible said that it said that he hungered. And I don't want us to stray too much off into definitions of what qualifies for fasting, but the Bible explicitly says hunger, so I think we'll leave it there. But so he fasted, right, for 40 days, and then this was right before he assembled. I said assembled before he put together the disciples, because right after this piece, he then and started, putting the team together. And so, like, how important do y'all think fasting is, and do we put enough importance on it today, like from just the overall group church level or just the millennial level?
Who want to go first? Y'all gonna let me go first?
Levi, go
We
ahead,
got
Levi.
5 minutes.
Go ahead, DTH. You got it, man. You got it. You got it.
No, no, there's not enough emphasis placed on fasting. I don't believe so. And the reason why I say that is just because I feel that from my experience, when it comes to younger people today, including, our generation and younger, right? I hear a lot of them sometimes when there are these discussions in church about, we want practical things we can do to get closer to God, or to build ourselves up and have stronger spirits. I hear them say that a lot. We want something practical, like, yeah, it's good, the Bible is good. There's good things that it says, but what's something we can practically do? And so prayer and fasting is something that is brought up a lot of times, and they're like, yeah, but besides that, it's always besides that. Like, I don't see a desire from the younger folks to actually try it. And my question would be, have you actually tried it? Have you actually tried to fast? Because, not to go down a rabbit hole, but there's a whole host of benefits from fasting, physically, mentally, and obviously spiritually, because the Bible mentions it. So it's a great idea to fast for more reasons than one. But I agree, or I do think that not enough effort is placed into actually doing it,
Yeah.
because I think they just people don't want to stop eating.
Yeah, that could be it. It could be it. So I'll
Gluttony.
definitely say something. I'll say for sure. I know. I'll be honest with myself. I'm not the biggest faster. I never have been, but I have maybe the past 2-3 years have seen the importance of fasting, and I'll tell you why. It's not even it may not sound the greatest, but it didn't even come from a spiritual aspect. It came from me like working and stuff, and I would notice like sometimes if I'm working really hard on something or I'm really intent focused on something, I wouldn't even eat. I'd spend all day and not even eat, and just at the end of the day, I wouldn't even realize, oh, I didn't even eat today, or I ate, I drank some water or ate an apple, or didn't even eat. And that's when I really noticed, like, all right, if I really want to be focused on something God is trying to tell me and God is trying to do me, sometimes it's going to require me to be so focused where I don't even eat. Where you don't even eat, and that's where that comes in. Like you're so focused on what God is trying to tell you, or what you're trying to learn from God, or you're trying to act, whatever it is spiritually, that you forget to eat, which is the essential part of living. So it's like that's how
Yeah.
important you have to put it.
I'm a
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow up with on Levi. Fasting is it's a part of the fundamentals, man. Prayer, fasting, that's a part of it. And what DTH said, it sounds like that they want to skip the importance of doing something and reap the benefits of having a stronger relationship with somebody. And it brought me to I wouldn't forget this. What happened? All right. So my wife's nephew was here, and I got piano set up, the bass or whatever, and he was just pinging on the piano, and I was like, "Nah, man, let me show you how to make some music." So I'm trying to show him the chord, and then he looked at me and said, "That's boring," and then he stopped, blah blah blah, and then I literally had an epiphany. I was just like, "Man, that's literally how we be, where we just like."
Good point.
We don't want to do the fundamentals and do the things that's going to take us to get to a certain level of mastery or to get to a place where we can get towards God. We just want to pling and think we're just going to get there. And that's just not the case, man. Like, you have to go through the fasting, because there's certain things that prayer alone ain't going to get you to, you know.
That's what the words say.
Yeah, there's certain things where you just going to have to just sacrifice food or sacrifice something. Right, food is obviously, you know, I did some reading. You know what I'm saying? Food is obviously it's stated, right, to fast away from food. So, yeah, man, fasting is needed.
Hey, no, but even to that point, like as he said though, like that's what the word says. Like, some things will not just move by prayer alone. Like, it's gonna require like prayer and fasting. And it's like, you know, if we're not doing both of those things, we only gonna reach what's so high. And I was thinking about it too earlier. It's like, you know, even with jobs and promotions, right? They always say like, whatever got you to this level is not gonna get you to the next level. And it's the same thing spiritually. Like, you know, like we'll attain, like we'll get to but so high just with prayer. But if we don't start implementing and adding some fasting to it in real life applications, then we're not going to get to that next level. And whatever got us to that point is not going to get us to the next. And, you know, I think it's a season where God is calling us to come higher, do more, and stand, because, you know, the world is ever changing and it's not how it was like even 5-10 years ago. So,
yes, sir.
So we're going to wrap it up, man.
But yeah.
What y'all got from me?
Yeah, I mean, just to close it up a little bit for me, I mean, I just like to say that, you know, temptation, you know, I actually like to think of temptation as a neutral thing, because when you think about it, temptation, you know, you can use it to overcome or you can use it to fail. You know, God can give you temptations and you can overcome them and become a stronger person, or you can lead into some of the temptations that yourself might feed into or the devil might give you, and you ultimately fail. But it's all about what you do with it ultimately.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Everybody faces temptations. Everybody has their weak points, but you know, putting God first, seeking Him, He'll give you the tools you need to overcome it.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. All right, man. Well, we're not gonna go ahead. Go ahead, Mike.
No, you know, just, you know, everybody got good points, man. They already said it enough, but I was just gonna say, look, what's really helped me, like I said in the past, is like, you know, think of the results before. Like, every action has a reaction, you know what I'm saying? And think about your salvation. I know it's hard in the moment, you know, just like Kyrie at the moment, you know what I'm saying? How I was heckling and people, you know, call him out his name, but at the end of the day, you know, 50,000 is nothing, but at the end of the day, it's his own peace that was actually disrupted, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to protect, especially in this day and age. Protect your peace, dog, because that's the most important. That's something you can't get back. So just think about the results before you make the action, make the move.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is DTH of the Hold Your Point podcast crew. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content. And as always, we'll see you next time.